She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy Gazpacho.
Sports can take a lame gorilla, okay?
Advice, did you know that Arsenal died?
These got me buzzing.
Up the topies. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm even gonna comment on that.
All right, well, let's get into the U.S. men's national team corner, or as we're now going to call it, the road to 26 for the U.S. men's national team.
Bang.
And we start with the October camp roster.
Pull
I'm
that
going to
up.
read through it position by position here. You guys, just let me know if there's anything that you guys have super strong opinions on. I think, like I said, Mauricio Pochettino explained a good amount of this, so we'll get into that a little bit further. But let's start with the goalkeepers. We start with Chris Brady,
Right back.
Matt Freese, Patrick Schulte, and Matt Turner. I expect this would be the one with the least objections.
This is the three that is going to the World Cup.
There's four.
Oh, Chris fourth year.
Chris Brady.
Chris Brady,
That
Matt
was
Freese,
Chris
Patrick
Brady.
Schulte, and Matt Turner. He's Chicago Fire's brother.
Yeah, Tom Brady's brother.
Dude, winner.
Yeah. Homegrown.
Homegrown. Chicago Fire.
Um,
We were there.
Is Zach Steffen still hurt?
He's always continually hurt.
The three not named Chris Brady. These are the three going to the World Cup. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I think Schulte's
Yeah.
good. Freeze is fine. Turner's fine. I don't give a fuck.
They're all bad. So
Move on.
I'm not too worried about that. Let's go into the defenders.
I am worried. There's just no options.
This is where maybe there'd be
Our
more
defense is
talk.
so locked down. They won't take shots.
Defenders. The first name is Max Arston. Second, Cameron Carter Vickers.
Pretty
Then
good.
Alex Freeman,
Eh.
Mark McKenzie,
Good.
Tim Ream,
Good.
Chris Richards, Anthony Robinson makes his return,
Good.
and then Miles Robinson.
Boo.
Nick, what are your initial thoughts on the defenders listed here for
just
October camp?
happy to have Jedi. That's the only thought. I don't look at the rest of it. Just happy to have Jedi.
Yeah, Mike, similar sentiments or anything
Jedi's
else?
still hurt, man.
Get some tunnel vision.
Not really.
Didn't play for Fulham this week.
Yeah, but he's been starting and subbing.
Because
Okay.
he's washed.
I don't like Max Arston. People can justify
Yes.
him being. I don't like him.
You
I
know
don't
who
think he
does?
should be there. Apparently,
Yeah.
Poch really fucking likes him. I saw him play in person. So did Jared.
Yeah.
Got mollywopped.
What I will say,
Got outclassed by Gutman.
in Max Arston's defense,
He's got good hair.
if there's a 3-back system and he doesn't actually have to defend as much,
How many
Slightly
teams
better.
is that going to work against in the World Cup?
Well, if there's 48 teams, maybe
well, if
quite a
there's
few.
40 teams,
I like that.
there could be some smaller
We're going to
nations.
play all 47 of them.
We'll get more into.
Trump's gonna rig it.
I also don't
Some
understand
other-
the Miles Robinson inclusion.
What? Why? Why not? When's the last time he's been in a Poch
Why
camp?
did we bring in Noah Kai Banks and then drop him right away?
Nokai Banks was not brought in. Starts for Augsburg, scores a goal. Bundesliga Team of the Week.
That's what I'm saying. What's going on there?
I think he's just bringing different people.
Yeah, why?
But I
Dude, come on. Compared to the last roster, let's not.
Yeah.
It's getting nitpicky.
We'll
It is
we'll
pretty
get
good
into
roster.
more reasoning and kind of talk about what Pochettino said after we run through everything. But midfielders, we have Brendan Aronson, Diego Luna, Weston McKennie making his return, Aiden Morris making a return, Christian Roldan staying in there, James Sands, his first call-up under Pochettino, Tanner Tessman,
Bundesliga boy.
much reserved, and Malik Tillman makes his return after one window out. Mike,
This is really strong.
initial impressions.
This is really strong. Yeah, this is the best midfield roster we've had in a long time.
Tanner Tessman is going to make a bid to be my favorite USMNT player.
He is balling right now
He's
for
very good.
Lyon.
And you guys know me. The sixth position is football porn to me.
Well, that's
so.
the thing is, you'll notice no Tyler Adams here.
No
That's
Tyler
not
Adams.
a Pochettino crazy decision that we are going to go crazy about. That is because his wife
Baby
is
boy.
having a baby.
Yeah.
What that
I,
does is open up a big opportunity for Tanner Tessman, who's already killing it.
I would
step
also
in.
like to say, as I was Poch out last pod, international window, I think I'm Diego Luna out. I think we need to stop
What's
making.
Diego Luna done?
I think we need to stop trying to make Diego Luna happen. I think it was a phase.
I think he's very good. I don't
I
think,
think
he's
we
a
have better
starter.
options.
No, I'm fine with it.
Nah.
Who's
I
the
think
better
I'm out.
option?
I'd rather have him than Christian Roldan.
I mean,
Even though they're
well,
slightly different
that's
positions.
fair, but
That's fair.
I think I'm just out.
I
don't know.
I'm a huge fan of the Aiden Morris and James Sands inclusion. This is the kind of depth that should be making rosters over MLS
They've both
guys,
been playing
over
very
Burrow
well.
Halters, over.
I don't know too much about James Sands. I know the name. That's it.
He was
St.
a
Pauli in the Bundesliga has been playing
New York
very
City
well.
FC guy, right?
Yeah, he's had a lot of European to MLS back to European experience. Now he's at St. Pauli in Bundesliga and doing very well for them. They're performing significantly better than I think what most people
Him and
thought
Jackson
for them.
Irvine running the midfield.
Is that him?
The Aussie.
Is he? Is
Yeah,
he there?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
No way. Let's go to the
I think he's the club
forwards
captain.
here. We start with the name I'm sure will get the most attention. Patrick Ajiman was included.
My guy.
What did he do
Gordon
this weekend?
Balogun, Christian Pulisic, Tim Weah, Haji Wright, and Alejandro Zendejas makes his return after a goal last window.
Tell me about Edgy, man.
Ajiman did score.
Ajiman or Barry?
His first goal for Derby. Barry.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Ajiman.
No, man.
It's interesting
Neither.
to see him make it.
No
Pepe
shaking.
is out.
Hurt.
Should be back soon after this international break, but needed
Yeah,
this
like-
time.
If you had to put a
Josh
percentage
Sargent hasn't scored
on
in
Ajimang being at the World Cup,
33.33%.
20, and it's too high.
I think it's a
that
pretty
number,
good chance.
I think that number might be higher than we'd like it to be, like 40.
I think it's a better chance he's there than Josh Sargent.
No, I don't know about that.
I kind of like that take. That's a spicy take, but I like it. I like that take.
It's
Clip it.
clip it. We'll see what
Clip it
happens.
on the
I'd
road to
still rather
26.
have Josh
Let's go.
Sargent, but
Yeah, I do think that the striker depth is
I think I'm also
very
out on Josh
scary.
This
Sargent.
is,
The amount of injuries.
it's still a good grouping.
No, I think of the rosters we've had from Pochettino recently, this is
The best
definitely
year.
the best.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, the big things I think people say is Serginho Dest was injured,
Knock.
but was still able to
Then
play
played.
for PSV, and they're saying,
started,
what's
right?
going on there? Essentially, it was explained as Jedi Robinson has obviously had knock. Why are you not keeping him home if you're keeping Serginho Dest home? Well, he hasn't been in the camp for forever, so they want to reintegrate Jedi, but Dest, they know who Dest is, they know what his game style is, are fine with keeping him home to make sure he stays healthy. Adams, as I already mentioned, having a baby. Good for him. Musa, not included. That's just pure sporting decision. Joe Scally, also.
Sporting
You'd think maybe in a 3-back system, maybe he gets a shout there. He's played both wing-back and center-back in a 3-back system.
Yeah.
Not included. Pochettino said,
Cardoso's hurt, right?
believe so. You can ask about Messi and Pele if they're not on the roster, but these guys, it's disrespectful to the people that are on the roster to ask about why the other people are not here. They're not going based off just name. They're going off performances. And then when asked why would you not have these people on the roster, he said, I don't give a reason why. There shouldn't be a reason why or a specific thing. These players know. They know what they need to do, and they should be desperate to get back on the roster. Nick, what do you make of these comments? Are you for it, against it? Because we see somebody like Musa who...
Sorry, was
is
this
left
Poch?
off. This is Pochettino in his press conference where he was asked about it, got a little snippy with, I don't need to tell you why I'm not including people and this and that.
Yeah, I'm Poch out. I'm still Poch out. Those are my thoughts. I think he's a clown. I think I don't know. I don't understand his game plan. It's what's that called? A paradox or oxymoron or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna tell them. They know. What does that mean? Like, if you're not gonna tell them, how do they know? Like, that's not a thing.
I think he's saying that they know what they'd have to do to get into a camp
No, they
to make
don't.
it
You don't talk to
undeniable.
them. They don't know. How would they know? They don't know. So yeah, I'm still Poch out. Hopefully he does well because he's not going to be out. But I don't want him to be the manager of the U.S. men's national team. I think all this weird code, this testing out a million different people when just scout some people instead. How about that? How about the time in between international windows? You can just scout some players instead of having to see them in person every time. I think he's a bit of a clown. I think he's a bad fit in the international scene. I think he's going to be back in the club scene soon. And every press conference is just like this, annoying and confusing.
See, I almost feel maybe it's just the coping with being such a big U.S. fan.
For sure.
I kind of enjoy seeing into his mindset. And what I will say, there was a complacency in the previous regime under Greg Berhalter of, hey, these players know they're getting called in. And, hey, you know what? Musa might not be playing for Milan, but he's still getting in. Or, you know what? This guy's not really playing, but he's one of our better players. He has more talent. He'll be in. And that did go, and obviously you want that to a certain extent. You can't just be like, hey, if this player who's significantly better isn't playing as much as this player, but it's obvious that they would be a better help. That is one thing that I wouldn't want to see happen. But I'm okay with him saying, you know what, Musa, you're not starting that many games. You're not playing that consistently. You know what you need to do. I don't need to tell you. You need to be starting for Atalanta. You need to be playing very well to get back into this roster. I think that's the same for a lot of these players. We can say, you know what? Yeah,
then,
you might not need to say something.
You just can't do that and then like leave Noah Kai Banks at home. Like,
I agree.
But Noah Kai Banks has been playing off the bench. This was his first start after the roster release came out. He scores a goal, gets Bundesliga Player of the Week.
I think the context is important. I think Nick's right. He's still not shown us anything. Most of what he's been saying is bullshit, just blowing hot air out there. But why this is more palatable to me, him saying that about Messi and stuff, is because he's actually selected a good roster here. If he would have said the same thing, and it's been the same roster we've seen over the past couple of windows, I would say you're full of shit. You cannot justify any reasons that these MLS guys are in the camp. They're not playing better than anybody. They don't deserve to be here. But a majority of these teams, maybe you could pick out one or two, I already tried to, that don't deserve to be there. The rest of the guys do. They've been playing significant minutes, performing well. The difference between them and another guy is negligible. The only one where I think it's clear that there's something else going on is Joe Scally. Joe Scally is quite a bit better player than Alex Freeman or Max Arfson. There's some sort of bias there, or he rubbed Bosch the wrong way with the golf cart incident. That one's hard to overlook. Everything else, you're like, okay, we are nitpicking.
I mean, Pochettino said he wants to build the right culture of players should be desperate to play.
I still don't believe that. Yes, they should be desperate to play, but
play.
Everything else he's shown is.
How do you build the right culture when you have 80 guys in here in a calendar year? Like, that's not building a culture. That's
and you're not
building
talking to any of them.
Yeah.
If that's actually the case, if he's not talking to these players, then.
And players have come out and said, no, I haven't heard from him. Like, what?
I think
it's bullshit.
There's a lot of shit that Pochettino has done, obviously, horribly. I think that's the easiest way to put it. He's done a lot of things horribly, gotten a lot of criticism for himself, and he hasn't done a lot to back it up. We did look better in that Japan game with the 3-back system. We go up against Ecuador here. Let's preview that a little bit. What's the most important thing for you to maybe change your mind, or not change your mind, but feel better about this U.S. men's national team, Nick? Because to me, roster, I'm okay with. The roster, I'm saying, you know what?
Grade the roster really quick.
It.
B minus?
B? B plus?
Oh, I'd go like a B plus.
B plus?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
look at the defense.
Regardless, I say, you know
defense
what?
Can't get much better. You get Serginho in there, and that's about.
What really matters now is not the roster selection. He can create the greatest roster we ever see. If they still put out the same shitty play that we've seen them play with under Pochettino, it doesn't really matter who's on the roster. We learned that in March. He brought in what was supposedly our best roster, and they looked like shit and lost in the semifinal of the Nations League. What matters is how we play. Do you want to see the back three? Do you want to see us go back to the more usual system of 4-3-3? What do you want to see out of this? And how much does it have to be a good result? Have to be a good performance, not just a result from Pochettino's men here?
Yeah, I'd like to see the back three. I think the their performances have been awful as of late. Most of those came in the back four. You find a little bit of success in the back three. I think you run with it a little bit. I think that makes sense. I think that would help for the players too. Clearly, they had more defined roles in the back three. People kind of knew what they were doing. The spaces they were supposed to occupy. Took advantage of kind of our poor depth in the outside back areas, and so I think it would be helpful. And yeah, I just want to see continued progress. I want to see them look better. I want to see them say, okay, there's a way that we can play against a team in the World Cup that would result in a win in a group stage when we really need a win. That's what I want to see. And Ecuador is a great team because Ecuador is a great team to do it against. I mean, because they're solid. They've always played well within the CONMEBOL qualifying. Have some tricky veterans, but
any
like
CONMEBOL
have real pace. I mean,
intensity.
They're a really good team. They're going to be a different style, and I think it's a good test for them. I mean, I would like to see us win this game. I think in a World Cup, if you were to tell me we were playing Ecuador, I think we should beat them. Maybe that's bias. It might be because Ecuador is not bad, but
They're very good. They finished second in CONMEBOL.
they're good. So maybe that's bias, but that's my belief. And so I would like to see us play well. I'd like to see us beat them, and I'd like to see them do something about Ecuador themselves too. Like not just how we set up ourselves, but how are you gonna combat their high flyers? Paez has been a stud during CONMEBOL qualifying. How are you going to deal with the Hincapié who marshals that back line? Like, I want to see something
Caicedo
a little
in the
bit.
midfield.
How are you going to deal with literally, at least in world class form at this point?
No kidding.
Moises Caicedo, and a lot of people saying world class player. So these are real things that a manager has to look at and say, okay, I'm going to set up my side like this. This is what we're going to do. This is the players I'm going to pick because these are the strengths I need. And I want to see that happening because honestly, I haven't seen that at all. Even the back three, we looked better. It felt like he just changed it to change it, if I'm being honest. So
I mean, I think it was, hey, nothing's working.
I mean,
Fuck
you
it,
had
let's
to
go
change
with
it to
this,
change
yeah.
it, to be fair. Yeah.
Sometimes managers need to make the changes.
Yeah, no,
and
to
it
be
worked
I'm
out, and
not
it's like, all right,
criticizing it, but I'm just not giving him too much credit for it. So I want to see some managerial duties being done. That's what I would like to see.
You'll just see some tactics in play here. Mike, in terms of the players in this, we see the back three.
We should.
We have a Cameron Carter-Vickers. We have a Mark McKenzie. We have a Chris Richards, a Tim Ream, Miles Robinson. There are plenty of center backs that would probably suggest we are doing a back three. You also have somebody like a James Sands, who's played in the Bundesliga in a back three, more defensive mid, but he's played in a back three system. Who's your go-to three center backs in this system? And I think also, just as interestingly, who would be those outside backs? You have the Jedi Robinson, but then do you go Alex Freeman? Are you going Tim Weah dropping back in there?
I would go.
Wes McKennie?
The three is pretty confident. I go with Ream, Richards, and McKenzie. I'd like to see Cameron Carter-Vickers take Ream's spot, but man, he's been so fucking bad for the U.S. Like the last time he played for the United States was particularly bad.
You would not like.
He gave up the pen, and he gave up like he was going to foul people in the box every time he took a step towards somebody. So I think that's the three: Ream, Richards, McKenzie. Robinson's a lock. Arson generally plays on that left side, so it'd be weird for him to switch to the right. Maybe you give him a chance
starts
there.
over Anthony Jedi Robinson. Is that what we're gonna see?
No, cannot do that. So Weah, I think at the right wing back is good. He's actually been playing fullback for Marseille quite a bit, so that makes sense to me. And then the midfield, I think, sorts itself out. There's two guys that stand out for sure: Tessman and McKennie. And then the third guy, you'll put a more attacking player out there.
You put the two attacking players, probably Pulisic and Malik up top. Balogun or Haji? Is there a debate there? Balogun drew a penalty this weekend, but Haji Wright is the leading goal scorer in the championship and is
there's
Sargent
totally a debate.
Was that through
I'd
5
feed the
games
hot
looking
hand.
very good, but Haji has just been continually amazing. Coventry number one in the championship right now.
And we've kind of been begging for Haji Wright to play striker for the United States national team for some time,
Scored in the World Cup
have
for us.
not seen. That seems like it's the last time he played striker for us. He's been utilized on the wing since then. Why the fuck not? If you think he's a viable striker, this is the time to test it.
Why not just give him both 45?
Or that, or a game each.
Yeah.
I'd still like to see Flo. I think Flo's
I'm excited for this
I think
window, though.
a
special.
more talented
He's
player,
been
and I
good
don't
for-
think it's too
for
close.
Monaco.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
What are your thoughts of maybe Zendejas over Malik Tillman? Because I don't know if there's been, I mean, other than Pulisic, who's been in unreal form, although he did miss a penalty this weekend, unreal form. Zendejas has also been in unreal form in Liga MX. He's obviously a much lower competition, but does he deserve a shout over Malik Tillman? Malik Tillman's also looked good in Bundesliga, but
I think Zendeja's play in last camp, at the very least, you think about it, right?
yeah,
He played great.
maybe one of the stars.
Can he not play the wingback spot?
No,
Oh, he probably could.
I don't think he can.
Dude, I think
don't know.
Zendejas can put a shift
It'd
anyway.
be weird, but yeah, off of what he's done for the U.S. recently, sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate
I
it.
think he deserves minutes.
What move would you hate if you saw one of these players realistically in
If I saw
starting 11?
Roldan starting in the midfield again,
Okay, I'm saying more realistically. Roldan's been really brought in. They talked about him just building the culture a lot and getting spot minutes.
if Ajiman's starting over Balogun or Haji, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I think that would be the one for me. If I saw Ajiman starting, I think I might
The
have
one
an
thing
aneurysm.
Unless
to
he
watch.
bangs in 3.
I'm gonna be lasered in on Tessman. I'm dying to see him with some real talent around him. I think he.
This is an opportunity he has to take.
He's been a star in the midfield
This
for
is a
Lyon.
big one. This is a big one.
Big.
I think so.
He's
And
been
I
good
think
for the US too.
And I would really like to see Poch give it to him, not just call him up to say attaboy. I would like to see him get a real shot. And to be fair to Poch, he's given plenty of shots.
He's not shy with giving them out.
Yeah, so I think he will get that chance in one of the 2 games, and hopefully it's the Ecuador game. So
I'd like to see Aiden Morris get a chance. I don't think he starts, but get some minutes as well because
Morris is a solid bench option. Like
he is, but the last time he played for the United States was in that January window when we looked really bad. And some of that was he didn't play well, and some of it was the roster was dog shit.
He's looked very good for Middlesbrough for a while now without getting called up. So I think this
is a big opportunity for him.
Proven that it's not a sham that he's been playing so well for so long.
He might prove it is a sham this weekend.
He might prove
Wait
it
and
is.
see.
And that might be the case, but you know what?
What are our predictions here?
I think Ecuador wins 3-1
Ecuador.
These are both World Cup teams.
3-1 Ecuador.
3-1 Ecuador. I'm more optimistic. I don't know why.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Give me a 2-2 draw against Ecuador, and then I
take
think
a
we
2-2
squeak
draw.
out a win against Australia.
Okay.
I don't think we have a resounding result in either one of these games.
I like a 0-0 in Australia. I like a 3-1 Ecuador.
0-0 Australia?
Yeah.
How are we going to feel leaving this window if we don't have at least one win?
Bad.
If we don't win against Australia, I would feel pretty disconcerted about where the team is right now.
Good word.
What if we walk away with 2 wins? How are we feeling?
I might be Poch
cautiously
back in.
optimistic.
Still cautious?
Cautiously
I
optimistic.
might put Poch back in the hot seat instead of being Poch out.
You know Poch is going to start talking that shit if he gets 2 wins.
Yeah, you
No, then I'll be Poch
You guys
out.
don't listen.
I can't take any
You
Poch
don't
press
know
conferences,
anything.
bro.
That will piss me off even more, honestly.
I don't know. If we get 2 wins, cautiously optimistic. I don't want to get ahead of myself because I feel like I've done that already with Pochettino coming in initially, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. And then we looked like shit. But if
Let
we
us
start
know
looking
what you
good-
think about the roster. Drop your predictions for both games. Get Jared's hopes up.
Get my hopes up.
Gaslight him. Gaslight him.
Gaslight me into feeling better about this.
And Nico just lost his voice. Mike and Flags are crying tears of joy for David Moyes. The USMNT just lost again, but there's no choice. It's ride or die until the end on Footy with the boys.